Tonight I'm going to talk to you about my day, Monday 19th of September 2020. Woke up very disturbed, in a very bad state. Hadn't slept too badly, not too badly. Woke up early, woke up a long time before the alarm. Watched, I don't know, the iPad was above my bed. I pulled it down and it was, I left it open on a video, Jimmy Carr. Funny, right, so I laid there for a little while doing that and I got up. And it's the carryover of the weekend where I poked the hornet's nest. We've spoken about that. And I was very miserable, very upset. I was trying my hardest not to think of what had happened and where it was going, but you do the normal things. So much so that I didn't really feel like doing anything. What I did feel like doing was going for a walk. I can't because my knee's bad, so that compounds the problem. I had a few things to get on with, not too bad. I took my pills fairly early, they kicked in, so it was getting a little bit better. Oh, I'd had a couple of messages from a guy, a guy I know, I worked with, Facebook. I follow his posts, nice guy, always posts pictures of his young girls, and they're interesting, they really are. So yeah, I class him as a good guy, and he'd had a few problems of his own, and he posted on Facebook just a progress report and how he lost 2 or 3 stone through CrossFit, diet and meditation. And I thought there must be something behind that, so I'd messaged him, and again it was a breakup. He had descended badly, ended up taking a lot of drugs again, and then just one day the straw broke, the camel's back broke, and he decided enough is enough. Obviously he hit rock bottom and he needed to go up. So he embarked on this journey, which led him to where he is now. And he was great. He messaged me to give me encouragement. That cheered me up a little bit. That was first thing. Another girl who'd been through so much trouble. I had messages from her. I sent out some other messages to other people. I spoke to the guy who'd offered me a lot of money, a lot of work, just to tell him that, sorry, I'm in a bad way. I need a bit of time just to recharge, to reset myself and get back on track. Good, maybe bad idea, I don't know. It was just the mood I was in. I wanted to record it on video, and I spent the rest of the day setting everything up. I got my Canon out, I thought that's the one, went through it all, did tests with that, tested with Lumix, eventually finding that this Lumix is possibly the best one I could use. I can't use my phone because phone calls interrupt the video and you don't get the flow. It's now 10:30 and I've been busy. Not with anything that is majorly productive or constructive in my life, but very interested in it. It's what I'm good at. Did a lot of research. I've now been uploading videos to YouTube just to test them, to test the quality. I'm getting the quality there. Is this going to be the first of the videos that I do? I want to do a whole series of self-help type videos on my personal YouTube channel, Steve Makepeace. Nothing really. Yes, they are going to be subjects. I suppose people will think they're heavy. About depression, all from my own experience. There'll be stories about me, how I've dealt with them, how I even found out that I had them. So depression, anxiety, my ADD, ADHD, as some people will know it as. I'll tell you about how I've got to be in this situation. It's cathartic for me. I do enjoy doing the videos. I enjoy watching them back, maybe narcissistic of me. But my wish is that other people will watch them and take heart from them, maybe get inspiration, and it will help them. Because that's one thing I did do today. I reached out and I spoke to people, and I didn't hold anything back. The truth was there. Now, sometimes you realise that you're not being honest with yourself. For many reasons, possibly because you do not want to admit that. You do not want to finally succumb and admit you suffer with depression, which is always sounds awful to me. You know, you grow up in that era. Now it is realised it is quite common more. And you can put the blame at lots of, doors. Social media being a big one, because a lot of I was really into it. I was an early adopter, and I used to love it. I used to be on Twitter and Facebook, but more recently you realise the detrimental effect it has on you. Well, I have, especially after watching the documentary style film, The Social Dilemma. Great. It really does open your eyes up. Lost my track slightly there. So I'm going to be talking about these ailments, conditions, whatever you want to call them, and it's just my experience of how I've dealt with it, the aid that I've got and the aid that I've sought, where I've sought it from, how it has worked for me. I will give you a true account of how it's worked for me. I will possibly give you examples of how it's worked for other people, and basic steps. Also, you would think that I'm not, because of the experience I've had with relationships, I can give you the advice, but it seems I'm not very good at taking my own advice. But what I've done, I've learned now to look at the mistakes that I have made, to see, quite honestly, whether I can change them, attempt to change them, adjust them. Therefore, when I next go into a relationship, I will not keep making the same mistake. That old saying, if you carry on doing what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. And that is so true. The ability to be able to look at that in the cold light of day, you may be able to do it by self-examination. You may be able to talk to your friends and they may give you the lowdown. Probably best is a trained professional. You can actually get it free if you go through Citizens Advice. They will put you in touch with these counsellors. Your GP will as well. Very, very, very good. You can get treatment for it. And that's what I'll be doing. Hopefully it will help people. It's going to help me. I know it will. I enjoy doing this. So this could be the first chapter. I might do one tomorrow, possibly one every day. They're going to be pretty much unedited. I will possibly start doing a very brief script. I don't have a word for word script. A lot of it is talk as I go along, as a lot of you will know when I'm doing the videos from the car. I will talk for ages and generally possibly not about nothing in particular, but these videos will have subjects and I will have a structure, so I know what I'm going to be talking about. I will do my best not to be sidetracked, not to digress, to stay on subject. They're usually going to be between 12-15 minutes, not too long. Maybe go on for a little bit longer. I may do a series of longer hour-long videos to do bigger subjects. We'll see how it goes. So this is Steve Makepeace. Festiman will do the festivals and possibly the beer tasting with friends, because that's more of a social, happy, fun time place. I do have another channel somewhere. I don't know what that's going to be used for. I mean, if I looked at it now, it'd probably be videos of music and videos of stupid stuff my son and I made. Who knows? But I'm going to look into the YouTube a little bit more, because I'll have playlists, and I think I can have channels for different subjects. Well, I've enjoyed this. I hope you do. As usual, I will tell you to subscribe below, press the bell so you can get notified, you won't miss them. Help spread the love. I'm not getting any money out of these, but I would like to think that people are watching these and they are getting some joy out of them, some inspiration, some happiness. I am, sorry I shouted then, pretty much at the beginning of the journey. It's one of those little sayings that sometimes used in a different context I don't really like, but you know, a trip of 1,000 miles begins with one step. But you know, this morning I thought I was rock bottom, but I know, because I've been here before, things do get better. We want them to be better like that. It doesn't work. And all the advice that your friends and people you know will give you, at the time, it means nothing, because you're hurting so much, you're so down. You cannot imagine things being better. You cannot remember what it felt like to be happy, not to have a care. The times when you were walking along the beach, in a field, drinking a beer with your friends, sat watching a good film, having a takeaway, and at the time you thought to yourself, how wonderful is this? The beach, the smells, the sound of the waves, people laughing, gulls in the woods, the sound of the wind through the trees, the birds, a dog running around barking. This moment, that means nothing to you. You do not have any idea at all, any recollection of what that is like. And very often there isn't a lot anyone can do to make you see that way. It's down to you. It's down to you to find that strength. You can't force yourself to do it, but to think of it, to know that you have had those times, is a comfort. You may not be able to recreate it, but just the knowledge those times do exist will give you a little bit comfort. You get through the day however you can, but always with the knowledge that every day goes past, it will get better. You want that day to go as quickly as possible. Fill it with things which will take your mind off it, which will make you feel a little bit better. For me, it's putting on good music, driving along with it nice and loud, or watching. What I like to do is watch stand-up comedy on television, because no matter what mood I'm in, I can still be made to laugh. slapstick. Laurel and Hardy. If I watch a Laurel and Hardy film, brilliant. And shame to say it, but you can't choose them, but a YouTube or Facebook video of old fat people, old or fat and old people falling over. So anything which will, get your endorphins rising, and have some chocolate. Have those things which you enjoy for that moment. Something which gives you a little pleasure, but guilt-free. Guilt-free. Do it. Do it in your, we call them dark times, and they possibly are. Miserable times, unhappy times, depressed times. Time is there. And that's an important point. Time is an important factor in all this. Well, by the end of today, I felt quite good. An old friend contacted me. They'd seen a comment I made on Facebook, really kindly offered to get together to chat. She was also suffering depression and anxiety. We feel that just to be able to talk to someone unhindered, unashamed about these things is great. A good old friend of mine rang me. I asked him to. We had a great chat. It's very similar age to me, and over his lifetime, he has had a very similar pattern to relationships that I have. A smashing bloke, not nasty, not horrible. But for some reason, after a little while, women decide that he's not right for them. So, to be able to talk about that gives you comfort. It gives you comfort knowing that you're not alone. So I've reached out and I've reaped a lot of benefits for it. I feel so much better. But I'm now getting to the point where I'm going to bed. And that is difficult. What do? Do you read? Reading is good. Reading something positive or something just to take your mind off it till you get to sleep, because I find that my mind will be ticking over and I have to use all my strength and willpower to not think about my ex, because it's just, what is the point? It's upsetting. You then get into the whole pattern of, if only I'd have done this, if only I'd have said that, if it had been this. Some people do the whole hate thing, they make up this, I'm better off without them. Don't do that. Don't do that. Avoid it at all costs, because there is no purpose to it. You will not get a result. You will just keep yourself awake. You'll make yourself angry, depressed, upset. Do not think about it. My thing is, I just sit there, nothing. And as I'm saying it, I'm not thinking about it. I would like to be able to think of nothing, which is the whole point. But nothing. And I will not allow myself to think about it. After about 20 seconds, you find yourself, you are thinking. You have to bring it back to be thinking of nothing, or not to be thinking about the subject which is giving you heartache, pain, worries. You need to sleep. Sleep is so important as a human being to get ourselves better. Meditation is the free answer. No money, no pain, no drugs, and it works, my friends. It works. It takes a long time to do it. I will be producing maybe a daily video, a calming video, where I will walk you through a meditation. Hopefully it will help you. I've been told I'm very good at it in the past, so we can use that. Maybe a little bit instructional, teaching you how to meditate. So this is an idea, I'm brainstorming here as I'm going along. I'll start each session explaining what's going to happen, why it's going to happen, the benefits of it, and then we'll actually do the guided meditation. Hopefully you will all be able to pick it up, and you've got to learn how to do it and do it by yourself and get stronger and have a much better life. I did some this morning. It was difficult. I knew it would be not painful or anything, but you can be frustrated because you can't do it straight away. You know, your mind wanders. I give up. I will go through all that in another video. For now, it's time to say good night. Thank you for watching the video. Again, subscribe, hit the bell, tell your friends, come back, leave comments. I will answer. I will delete anything which is rubbish. Do not leave spam, because if you do, I will find your account and I will put so much spam on it, you will wish you weren't born. Okay? Quid pro quo, Clarice. Good night, people.